morning. It's Tuesday, and it's early December-ish, and I'm here at one of my ongoing maintenance sites with a truck full of mulch, hardwood mulch for the landscape spaces. I'm a little late to do it. It's been kind of bare soil for a while, but I'm going to do it today and plant a bunch of mondo grasses that the client bought. So let me get what I need, and I'm going to show you how much mulch I got in the truck. All right, look at that full truck. It's two cubic yards of hardwood mulch, and it's all the way up in there. They put it in 4 scoops of half-yard scoops, which I think this guy gave me a little bit more. But I'm curious how much, because my truck is super low. So I'll just measure to the bottom of the wheel well. Yeah, 35 inches. So I'm curious how much higher it's gonna get. I don't know if I have enough to get it empty today, but we'll see. I don't know if you can see in here, I'm all the way to the, this is the, like, I'm bottomed out on the suspension. Over here, not bottomed out, but this one is barely touching. All right, so I'm gonna untarp it, get my wagon down, and start getting it out there. All right, now I need to take off my tailgate. So it works pretty well here. You just take the supports off. Ba-doop-da-doop. And then mine is broken, but one side has a square part of the hinge, and you would put it at a certain angle and slide it off, but mine's broken, the little gasket thing's missing, so. And then this side over here will just slide off that cylinder hinge, just like that. Oops, I'm caught. I can access the truck bed a lot better. Try to rest it on the tire so it doesn't scratch the paint as it lifts up. Oh. So I have this tarp because my tailgate is broken. A lot of stuff would just fall out the bottom. And then it also is the bonus to be able to cover the top with it. And then I have this other little bit of tarp that I put up like this when I get it loaded, so it doesn't fill this gap in between, because I have this other tarp here to keep my winch clean and, you know, just all this other stuff clean. So innovated that over years of use. Now I get to use a pitchfork, which is fun. It's the only thing you get to use a pitchfork for, really. I do, at least. And this is my first time using the wagon as a mulch distributor. And I think the downside is going to be that it's just kind of lower to the ground than what I'm used to. But the maneuverability will be good. I don't want to be spilling everywhere. I mean, when I roll around. Clearly I'm spilling now, but that's unavoidable. Just clean it all up at the end. All right, let me show you a bit of this. These Christmas lights have been here on the ground at least a whole year. Now I think you can see the bare soil. So that's what I'm here to cover up, and I'll be covering up these other annual weeds and stuff. Seeing here just a bunch of bare soil. Not great. So I'm just gonna, since I have plants already, I'm just gonna cast it out like that. So me, I see it's falling down thin enough that it'll go through the plants. And they can aim it. I usually start farther away because it'll fall. And then the bigger weeds I'll try to cover with a little bit more when I can. The open spaces will get thicker. I don't want it super thick where the plants are. I want to still let them grow. Oh, see, there's a big weed right there. Boom. And then I'll have to go and pick up those plants every once in a while. So there's a big one there. Bang, covered it up. So that's it. I think you get the idea. Just got a lot of it. Got this area through here. So that won't go any there, but in here, all along there, all along there. And then this is here. I'll be planting more of these mondo grasses in here. There they are. So yeah, mulch all in here. There's the plants I gotta plant. Mulch, 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 mulch. Not so much in the far back, so a lot of little areas. I definitely have enough mulch. So we'll see if I can finish today or it takes 2 days. We'll see. I'm gonna just continue slinging out some mulch. Maybe put some time lapse up. We'll see if I can get a good angle. Otherwise, we'll just look at the truck half the time. All right. Okay, I got the first main bed done, and it looks like I might have gotten half out. It's compacted up there, and it was taller, but it's definitely halfway through the truck. Now, in this bed over here, it has this brick edging. Hi, buddy. And see, there needs to be enough space for the brick to hold the mulch. See, now I can see the whole top of the brick. It'll have a ledge to hoe it in. Alright, see, now you can see there's plenty of room, and with these open spaces I just do it like that. I lay out the exact depth that I want, so I don't have to go back and spread it. This area's done once I'm done in there. Okay. It's about 4 o'clock. I finished the whole front. I didn't get here until maybe 1 o'clock. But put the tailgate back on, load it all up. I'll be back tomorrow to finish. My tailgate's broken. It's busted out here because one time I was carrying some long lumber that was on top of the roof, and then down here you can kind of see it's bowed out. But then I ran into a building, broke the tailgate. So gotta strap it in. Not going anywhere. All right, it's Wednesday, and I'm back here. I'm gonna start with replanting this mondo grass. You can see there's none here. So I'm gonna dig out a good amount of the soil and then put them in as tight as I can, basically, is what the homeowner wants. So the dog won't dig in between. And then I'll go and fill in the little bits that are bare. Just gonna try to fill it all in with as many plants as we got today. Then I got to finish mulching. Hopefully I got enough mulch. It's a nice day. So we'll determine my depth here. Go a little bit deeper than what that is. Perfect, that'll be good. A good depth. They planted some of these, I don't know, last week, but I'm gonna dig them up, replant them. Might as well have a clean slate. Oh, this was not planted last week. It's healthy. I can put it here. This one was, look at that. Buried a little deep. These will be okay. Okay, these, I don't even think they're worth trying to save. Big old earthworm in there, man. Get out of there. Oops. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all the plants I had. I don't know why I thought there was more. And I didn't bring them, they already had them here. So I'm just gonna mulch for now, and then it'll help, you know, reduce the weeds and whatnot until we get more plants. I don't think they're coming today. Oof. I got some nice neat rows. Let's see if I can kind of sprinkle this in there. A little bit will help for sure. Oh, excuse me. You're not gonna help me today? Huh? You're not gonna help me today? Okay. That's okay. Have a good day. Well, I didn't film much at all there because it's kind of repetitive and a lot of moving around, and you've seen mulching, so if you want to see more mulching, let me know. But I'm already done and gone. I got my truck bed completely empty, which feels nice. There was a little bit of area that I could have mulched, but it's in a back corner out of the way. But the light's green. I gotta go. Thanks for following along. Check me out next time. Oh wait, it's the next day, and I forgot to measure my truck off the ground. I'm out doing maintenance stuff today. So let's see, it was 35 inches before, I believe. Maybe 35 and a half, and this says 37 and a half. So that's cool. It seems way more dramatic than 2 inches when you're driving around. You might be able to see how different see, this is the stop and the leaf spring. It was close to touching before. Well, I'm out doing maintenance work on a Thursday because tomorrow is Luis and Chelsea's wedding. Shout out to you two. So, I got some cleaning up to do. Clean these pine needles out the road, and I also got my ladder so I can get up on the roof and clean that off. But I don't know how much I'll share or show. I know you've seen it before. So, next time.